good afternoon, good evening, good morning, actually, depending on where you are in the world. Welcome back. It's the end of the first week of birthday. No, it's sadder than that. But it's Second Chance Sunday. Yay! And that means you're going to get a chance to see all of your favourite things throughout the week. Talking of my favourite things from throughout the week, she's here. Leann is here. She's with us. Here she is.
Hello.
How are you?
Oh, I'm okay. I'm just absolutely floored. Oh, and I'm so happy I get to hug you. Couldn't even think.
Been so
I squeezed
lovely.
you right in.
You smell delicious.
Oh, thank you.
You smell really nice.
It's my it's called Luna.
Perfume, I hope is what it is.
It's my natural aroma.
Yeah, your natural pheromones.
Luna.
Luna.
From
Very
Penhaligon's.
nice. Did you get that to commemorate the launch of the
Luna Blooms? There you go.
Yeah, there you are.
So my scent, my fragrance matches the paper collection.
It does indeed. All the birthday fun is still continuing, of course. Free postage. Also, of course, triple point and a comment to win as well, which is brilliant because it means we'll pick one person at random who can then pick one of our candles.
One of our candles.
Any number between 5 and 7 is the one I'd go for.
Any number between 5 and 7.
You will then win some kind of
reward, a gift voucher.
Who knows? Will it be big? Will it be small?
Will it be big? Will it be small?
Who knows,
Who
indeed.
knows?
But we have got lots of goodies coming up for you. We've already got lots of names on that list, of course, because on the 24th of October, you'll go into the grand prize draw to win your place at Crafterscompanion either in Dallas or here in Newton and Aycliffe. We've been chatting about it a lot.
We've been chatting about it a lot in the break. So when we're in Dallas, we've got 2 events separated by 1 day when I'm going shopping for Stetson and cowboy boots. Recommendations for where I need to go, please and thank you. And then when we come to Newton Aycliffe, it includes a behind the scenes tour of the studios.
Absolutely amazing. Will that be the first Crafterscompanion we've had in a while?
Be the first Crafterscompanion in, I would say, pre-COVID.
Yeah.
So
since
that would be 2008. Yeah, 2019.
Wowzers. So yeah, it's been a long time coming, but be worth the wait, I assure you. Something else that was worth the wait and everyone loved earlier in the show, it was our record-breaking birthday show earlier, was of course the nesting dies. You guys absolutely love these, and we know why. They are an essential. Now, Johnny, do we still have all of the individuals in stock in the US and in the UK? We do. We do indeed. So yes, the showstopper has gone, but all the individuals are in stock no matter where you are, which is wonderful. So you'll be able to get your hands on those. What's going to be the first ones to sell out? Rectangle in the US will be the first to go. And the square in the UK is going to be the first ones to go. So make sure you are getting your orders in because it is very, very busy. Lots of you tuning in saying hello as well. I can see Betty, Jen, Shannon, Linda's here as well. Susan's excited, Barbara's in, Mary Pat says good morning from Montana. Linda, Susan, Ash, Lynn, Michelle, there's so many of you here. Susie T is our social media superstar, which is amazing. So keep those comments coming in. Every single one of you will go into that drawer. Who else is here? Helen, Karen, I can see, Jeffrey, Nefertiti is here. Hi everyone, Hadassah, all the old classic names here coming through. And Tony as well from Connecticut. Right, I know that we're going to touch on firstly these nesting dies because we know that they're not going to last the whole of Second Chance Sunday. So if you want them, if you haven't seen any of the earlier shows, the showstopper went, all of the individuals are available. But remember, you don't have any postage to pay, so you can pick and choose as you wish with these. What I wouldn't do is wait to see the other items coming up in Second Chance Sunday and have these sat in your basket because they are probably going to go. So you've got no postage to pay. Get these done now, get checked out, and then you can enjoy the rest of Second Chance Sunday, would be my suggestion. Right. Oh, we've got 2 social media superstars. We've got Susie T on Facebook and Rachel is on YouTube. 2 of them. You know it's birthday. You know it's birthday when you get 2 social media superstars. Right then, Leann, nesting dies. Why do you think these have been the biggest launch of birthday so far?
Because they're so used.
What was that?
That was a tape pen.
Oh, well.
Anyway. We'll get it later. Because they're so usable, versatile, and everybody needs them. If you papercraft, you need to be able to do matting and layering. You need to be able to cut shapes at ever decreasing increments. And you can do that in one of several ways. You can do it with freehand cutters, you can do it with compass and craft knife, you can do it with craft knife and ruler, you can do it with guillotine, you can do it with paper trimmer, you can do it with scissors.
Nice.
But if you want to do it accurately and precisely without any drama, you need a set of nesting dies. And that is what you've got here. Now, the great thing about these is we have got these nesting dies for you for the first time up to an 8-inch in size. So this is 8 inches long, this is 8 inches in diameter. And we've got them at 1/8 of an inch increments,
Marvellous.
which means you're getting 30 dies in the larger sets and 20 to 25 in the more oblong sets. How many's in the oval?
24 in the oval,
24 in the
25 in the
oval.
rectangle, and 30 in the square and the circle.
There you go. So you've got a great amount of dies in both of those sets. And honestly, Jo, when would you ever be able to cut a perfect circle like that freehand? You just wouldn't. It would never look, it would look, whenever I try to cut a circle freehand, it ends up a rugby ball. This is what my circles look like when I cut them freehand. They look like an oval because I keep chopping a bit off to try and make it more round, and then it ends up like a half moon. Honestly, it really does not work very well at all. So having your nesting set of dies means you can get this level of precision, and that means you can do this type of matting and layering, which is absolutely incredible. And of course, you can cut your shaped cards as well if that's what you want to do, and all of your beautiful toppers. And this little green piece here we cut in the launch show, so go back and watch that if you like. This is a self-standing frame. Now, when would you ever be able to cut in any of the shapes, oval, square, rectangle or circle, a tiny little frame like that?
Impossible,
so even and so accurate all the way around? It would be practically physically impossible for you to do that. And that's why I think these are proving so popular, because everybody can see why they need them in their stash, what they're going to use them for, and how much time and effort they're going to save. Not only time and effort, cost, because also in the launch show, go back and have a watch, we looked at how to gut, extract, dissect the card, so you can take out the centres, which means that you're not wasting your cardstock. And from those removed centres, I made an entirely new topper, which again you could dissect again and make another topper. So you could be making 3 from one and not waste your cardstock. It's absolutely incredible. So it's value for money, precision, professionalism, taking everything you make from homemade to handmade and just elevating the look of everything, but doing it so that it's effortless for you to achieve at home.
Marvellous. Lots of you loving them. Lots of you still chatting away as well. Sarah says, oh, hang on. Jennifer is talking to us from the sky.
Pardon?
She is messaging, hello everyone, chatting from a plane somewhere above Utah. You get
got
the
Wi-Fi
internet.
now.
Some of them have got Starlink now on them, you know, the international flights.
Really?
And you get like Wi-Fi, like home Wi-Fi speed internet in the sky
Really?
for free.
Wow.
It's really quite remarkable. Connie says these are popular because they're so useful. Absolutely they are. Sarah saying, hi Joe and Leann from Tyneside. I got the showstopper earlier. I had a quick break at work to make sure I didn't miss out. Susie T got the nesting dies too. Super excited to add them to their collection. My iPad's jumping all over the place. But we are, just to say, we had the, did you see the screen that we had?
I have seen the screen.
With the, I had a little box here. It lasted one day. It's not working. And only Liam is the person that knows how to fix it. So back to the trusty iPad is what we're back to. But every time someone sends a new message, it jumps up to the top of the page.
It does.
I know. Why does it do that?
I have no idea. It's very frustrating.
My iPad. It's very annoying. Anyway, I'm glad I've got that off my chest. Shannon says, I love the giant dies. Perfect for decorating. Every crafter needs these, says Nadia. Mine says, hello again from Arizona. Hope you're having a great Sunday. Susanna says, looking at the example of all the sizes they make makes my eyes go funny. Don't worry, Susanna, you're not on their own. They make my eyes go
They make my eyes go funny. That's why they're only on the screen for a couple of seconds for you, because we don't want to hypnotise anybody.
I mean, and we don't need to hypnotise you into buying them. You've all bought them anyway.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
It's got to be the biggest launch so far of our birthday. It's been incredible. Marnie says, these dies were the #1 item on the list for the birthday. I'm so glad that I've been able to get them. Connie says these were also #1 on my list. And Jennifer says free Wi-Fi on Delta. There you are. So I don't know if you can arrange to fly Delta to Dallas.
That would be good.
How'd you get to Dallas from the Costa del County, Durham? Have you worked it out?
I think we're probably going to have to either go to Heathrow or to Schiphol.
Right, so you could fly Newcastle to Heathrow or
Newcastle to Schiphol, and then I think we might need to go through Atlanta.
Yes. Or you could just drive. You could just drive to Manchester, stay at mine the night before, and then you go Manchester, Atlanta, Dallas. There you are.
Oh, that would be better.
That's all in the right direction.
Okay,
then.
I'll do that. It is in the right direction.
Do that. I'll put the camp bed up for you.
Thanks.
All still available on your nesting dies, of course. You've got the square, the oval, the circle, and the rectangle. Right, in the US, the rectangle is now limited stock. If you've got it in your basket, you need to check it out. That is going to be the first one of the individuals to go. Of course, the showstopper went first as well. Now, we're going to have to go straight back to Chivs for a demo because this is what you're going to be using. So I wonder if it will last the entirety of this demo. We shall see.
Well, we'll soon find out, won't we? Now, what I'm going to do is show you, because we've talked about using the nesting dies to be able to do framing of photographs. So I thought, well, let me show you how you're going to do that, because I thought it would be nice for you to be able to get an idea of how you'll make that work for yourself at home. So I am going to bring in my, can we just talk about how I'm storing them first? Because when I was doing the wake-up call this morning, I was wrestling with the oval dies, trying to take them off the cardboard that they come on, work out which die was the next. And because when you take off, I'll just show you with these, when you take off 2 of the dies and they're side by side, the difference is so imperceptible because it's only 1/8 of an inch. You don't know which is the largest and which is the smallest. And then you might cut the wrong one out, the wrong piece of card, and it all gets very, very frustrating. So I thought there's got to be an easier way. So we got out some of our magnetic sheets and I've chopped them in half. I've attacked them with a pair of scissors. And then we're going to make sure that we've got those in half. There we go, and then that can nest back in there. And then have your dies half on, half off that magnetic panel, which means when you're selecting the die you want to use, you can easily take that out and leave the perfect space to then locate that back. And it means you're choosing the right die when you need it and you're not getting confused with them all on your desktop. So you're going to keep them on a half magnetic sheet like that, and it's going to make life so much easier for you.
Brilliant.
Okay, so that's why I did that. Now, I'm going to cut a frame for a photograph. So I'm just going to trim down this piece of red card first because a 12 by 12 piece will not go through the Gemini. So let's just trim that. There we go. There we are. And then I've got a piece of white card, that's it there. And I've got a piece of black card as well. So I'm going to show you how we're going to make a photograph frame using those dies. I've got a whole pile of photographs here as well, which we can frame. There's some good ones. Right, so first things first, just make sure they're all nicely lined up on the magnetic sheet. There we are. And then we're going to, and of course, I have knocked mine out, haven't I, in the process. Anywho, be close enough. And then with whichever photograph you want to use, just line that up on your dies to see the one that is the closest size. So I can see this one, and you see having it on the magnetic like that, I'm able to line up the photograph and then take out the die that is the perfect size to cut my inner aperture to show that photograph. I can see there that, but actually look, I've not got much space to glue. So I think I might go one smaller. So then I can take that one smaller, put that one back, and it's in the place it needs to be. Put this over Make sure that that's the right size. So yes, I've got space to glue there. That's going to work for me. So that's going to be my inside aperture. And then all I need to do is pick them to make my outside frame. So I want the outside frame to be a little bit bigger because we want to make it framed lovely. So there's the space that that die has come from. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 bigger than that.
So that would give us, what, 3/4 of an inch?
It would. No, not 1/8 of an inch. It would give you, see, this is where I can't do it. I'm actually going 4 up. I'm going to use that one.
So that will give us 4 up, will give us 1/2 an inch.
It would, yes. 4 up would give us a 1/2 an inch frame. And then I'm going to show you how to cut a little frame to go around that as well, but we'll come back to that in a second. So this is going to be the outside of my frame. So I'm going to cut this. Now, when you're cutting your dies through the Gemini machine, you do not need your magnetic because it's a very simple shape. So don't be using your magnetic shape. It's absolutely unnecessary. You're putting more pressure than is needed through. You can just use the 2 white plates and your frosted shim. I'm just using a little bit of our low tack tape to hold this still as it goes through so it doesn't move. And then what I can also do is take in my, where's my pokey tool? All the time, all day, every day, lose it. There it is there.
The rectangle in the US is very, very limited stock. If it's in your basket, you need to check it out. It's going to be the first one to go. That's the rectangle. In the US or the UK? In the US, yeah.
Okay, so I've kind of got that central in the middle. That's going to cut my frame. So you see, I've gone up several sizes of die to do that. You can hold it still again. And to hold it still, I use a little bit of low tack tape on the die and then onto the cardstock. That's going to be the waste so that I don't damage the frame piece. So I can go there and there. That's perfect. And then I'll run that through my machine.
Loads of you still chatting away. I think everyone wants to get that candle lit later in the show. Lisa saying the nesting dies and time for tea. Fancy cut die were top of my picks when the brochure showed all the items in the birthday sale. Ash needs some magnetic sheets. Joanne says, don't be talking me into anything else today, Leann. There is still a week of birthday to go. I have to pace myself. Tina says, love these amazing dies and can't wait to get them. Christine Mahoney says, hi everyone, I love these nesting dies, can't wait to receive them. Beth says, so glad she is showing us with photos, absolutely. Connie says, I want to travel to the UK and visit a Crafts Companion store. Now, maybe now my nephew lives in Ireland, I can take a trip across the pond. The craft room is getting a makeover, so these may be on a wall somewhere. Land in Birmingham, pop yourself down to Evesham, about an hour away, isn't it, from Birmingham?
Yeah, about that.
Yeah.
Not even that, is it? Yeah, it is about that, actually. Yes, it is. Right, so I'm putting that back in the slot there, and then I'm going to cut a white one as a solid base for my photograph there. And that I've gone 2 sizes bigger, and then just relocating those where they need to be. That's a spare piece now. That's my frame. So I'm going to cut from a white piece of card, this. And I'm loving being able to do this because what it does is make sure that every single piece that I cut is the perfect 1/8 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch, 3/4 increment at 1/8 of an inch spaces so that you just get beautiful, precise borders. And having all of those dies means you can choose to use several or not. Don't be alarmed at that noise. That just means that the die is cutting the card and it's cutting it perfectly. And you see the cuts are absolutely pristine and I have not got the magnetic shim in there. So now I've got my red frame, which is on a white background there, lovely, and I'm going to put my photograph in the middle, but I'd actually like a little black outline on there. So what I need is, where have my dies gone? Here they are. Remember the one you used, Leann? Was it this one? Should have left that out. I've been a good Leann and took it out. Was that one? So I want to cut that one because I want to cut a black frame and I want the one down from that. And the best thing is when you're using them like this is just to line them up on the piece that you're working on and go, does that look right? And if it looks right, then you've got the 2 dies that you need, rather than trying to guess. I just find doing it in stages like this and then using the dies in that way really does help you to get them at the right size and the effect you want to achieve. So I'm going to use both of these together because I want a tiny little accent to go around my photograph frame. And I also want to show you this because this is what we did with the circle. And I'd like to show you just how fine a border you can achieve with these dies. So once you've got it in the right place, here now I'm sticking the 2 dies together onto the waste piece of cardstock and onto the plate with my tape. And that'll keep everything nice and still. I'm going to do this at the top as well. So I've got the 2 dies and the card and the plate. So that's not going anywhere. By the plate I mean onto the white base. And I can see that the spacing all around looks pretty spot on. And I just like to do the belts and braces. So that means I just like it in several places because then I know it's not going to move and I'm not going to ruin my piece and I'm going to have beautiful cardstock. There we go. So then
I just
put
need
your
to let you know
together.
as well, the circle is also limited stock now in the US. So it's going very quickly. People cherry picking, putting their own bundles together. Free shipping, triple points to remember. But check out now. If you've got what you want in your basket, check out and then come back and shop again because you will miss out on some of these nesting dies if you don't check out immediately.
Okay, so I will have now a tiny little 1/8 of an inch frame. And it would be, I challenge anybody to be able to do this freehand. If you can, you are a much better human than me, because much more skilled, because I know for a fact that I would not be able to cut that evenly.
Incredible, isn't it?
I would not be able to cut that evenly if I tried to do it without this incredible die set. Once you've done that, you've got all of your pieces, bring your magnetic sheet back and pop your dies back in place. And it means that you always know which the next increment is and they're kept secure and available for you. So I've got my lovely little black piece as well. How fabulous to be able to cut tiny little frame accents like this, which are beautifully even. It just really is incredible. Okay, so now I've got my frame, I've got my piece of white card for my photograph, and I've got my little black frame. So I'm going to stick the frame on first. I'm going to use my tacky glue. See if this is the right one. When you're putting a little frame on, use your tacky glue, and you just need a tiny bit. So less is more. Are these
going to be able to cut through mirror and glitter card okay, asked Nadia?
Absolutely, like a warm knife through butter. And I can cut a piece and show you if you like after this. Just with a, you know, with one of the dies, so you can see that it's no problem at all. They'll go through acetate, through vellum. I mean, if you were watching earlier, you will have seen me go through 620 GSM, cutting a card base. So if it'll go through 620 GSM where I've got a half folded card, it's definitely going to do your mirror cards and glitter cards for you. No problem at all.
Marvellous.
Right, so if I just take this red bit away from there for now. And then because I've used the tacky glue, I've got a little bit of manoeuvrability, so I can just get that into place where I feel like it's a comfortable space, that lovely little border around there. And I really like that. I just think it adds, it looks like the multi-mounted layers you get when you get a piece of artwork framed professionally. You've got all of those different layers of mount board. I think just adding that little frame around there like that, what that does is save you from having to do a red layer, a black layer, a red layer, a black layer, and then making it really thick and bulky and unwieldy. It means that you've got the effect, but you've been able to cut that beautiful little even frame and save all of that weight of card and not have to waste any card either. So my photographs can either go straight onto the piece of white card or it could go onto a piece of black. And then all you would do, pop your photograph down, bring your frame in, and that's at the pop-up shop. And you see how fabulous that is. And you could use that with a little frame and display them at home. I did this one though, because one of my favourite photographs of you I've got here. And I matched the frame to your top look. So the great thing is where you've got photographs.
That was at Download Festival this summer.
Download?
Yeah. AC/DC, more like Slay CDC.
Were they good?
They were on my T-shirt. Is the only place they were. Yeah.
Now look, that could be a card. That
Could
could
you
be
show the one with me with my meat out?
with you. Absolutely, I can. I like that one. Hang on, I'm going to find that one. Where you're at? Here it is. Here it is. Ready? So we'll take this one out and we'll put that one in.
Because we've talked so much about Japan this weekend.
So you weren't eating it raw, were you?
Look at that for a platter of meat.
It is a big platter of meat. Were you eating that raw?
No, I was. You had to cook it yourself, though.
Well, you have to work. You have to cook it yourself.
Yeah, it was like a Korean barbecue place in Japan.
I like a Korean
So
barbecue.
surely that makes it Japanese barbecue. I don't know.
Maybe. But look, and so the red picks up the red in your T-shirt. How brilliant to be able to frame your photographs. You could be putting these up at home. You could be putting these in a photo album, on a scrapbook page. You could put a glass frame over it. Those little click glass frames. There's one here. I love this one of you. Where is it here? Another one of you. This one. This is another favourite.
Oh, that's a nice one.
I like this one of you.
Also in Japan.
Also in Japan. Also picking up a little bit of red in the background.
And the red in the background, yeah, it really picks it out of the frame, doesn't it?
It looks really good. I really love it. There's a one here.
I like all the ones of me, to be honest.
I like all the ones of you. They're all my favourites of you. This is a particularly wonderful one, which is showcasing your unique sense of humour.
My unique sense of humour.
There you are. But
That's
the red,
in Kyoto. It looks great with the red, doesn't it?
doesn't it? It really picks it out. It looks absolutely fabulous. And being able to do this, like if you're with your grandkids, you could just glue this round in 3 places and keep slipping the photographs out and having them replaced as often as you like and hang them up, but use them in a scrapbook. It's entirely up to you. I've got one of me and lovely Debbie here.
Someone's saying as well in the comments, if you didn't glue the top bit, you could actually just slide them in and out, couldn't
It's
you?
exactly what I've just said. That's
Oh,
exactly
is that what you just said?
Yes. Were you not listening, Joe?
I was so captivated
You
by
were
the pictures of
captivated.
myself, obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
I was thinking about Japan.
Thinking about you were away in Japan, weren't you? This one is of me and Sarah, possibly 14 years ago.
Neither of you have aged a day.
Yeah, she's just accentuating there how short I am. I think that goes this way. So you see, it could be a landscape one with your rectangles.
That doesn't look like you on the left. I don't think that is you.
That's me. That's me before collagen.
Before what?
Collagen.
Where was that taken? Do you remember?
That was taken at a pub in Durham on a Christmas night out. It might have been the Slug and Lettuce.
The Slug and Lettuce.
The Slug and Lettuce in Durham on a Christmas night out.
Wow.
I've
only took you
changed,
to the best places, clearly, back then.
I hope I'm changing in the style of Benjamin Button.
I think you are. You're aging like a fine wine.
Thank you. No, there's a photo down there which can never see the light of day again. It's not a good one of me or you, and so I'm not getting it out, Joe.
I think we've definitely had a glow up since then.
We've definitely had a glow up.
Do you want to show us now you've talked about it?
Do you want me to? Have I got to?
You can show it.
It's in the bin, Joe.
We both look terrible.
Well, Joe, this is not me and you looking our best.
This is not us at our best. Yeah, so can we zoom in a bit? Yeah, let's zoom right in. Let's have a good look at it.
Who laughed with such
We
guffawness?
both look horrendous. I look like I've eaten me. I don't know, why do you look a bit like Cilla Black there for some reason?
Surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise.
Cilla Black.
I don't care. What?
This is why you used to call me Leann O'Sea.
I did used to call you Leann O'Sea back then, back in the day.
What did he sing, Leo O'Sea? Oh, what did he sing? He had a very famous song. Ah, I'm going to have to Google it.
I mean,
Johnny
Johnny could do that, I think.
Yeah. I think we weren't... When I need you...
I have never heard any Leo Sayer song.
You're joking. There's another one.
Yeah,
You make me feel like dancing, wanna dance the night away. See, you have heard it. You have heard a Leo Sayers song.
Never heard of any of them.
Never heard of any of them. You make me feel little shoulder sugars going on there.
I thought that was a Jane McDonald song. I won't lie with you.
Well, no, she copied Leo.
She loves
that. Is now going in the cylindrical filing cabinet.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
There. Okay.
Oh, can I keep that?
What, this one?
Yeah.
Why?
I think it's just always good to have something to keep you humble, you know.
Well, it's definitely going to. It's going to do that, pet. There you have kept it for you.
I'll put that in the collection.
All right then. You are going to choose fabulous photos.
Should we put it up in the green room?
No.
Okay. It would be really lovely just to see if anyone notices it's there. Tina says, thank you, Leann. You sure know what crafters need. These dies will save so much time making cards. Urana says, Leann is just so full of great tips, isn't she? I concur. Leann, thank you for all the fab hints and tips, says Anne. I'm so happy my wonderful husband just told me to order all of them. That's Rachel. Well, you'd need to get a wiggle on, Rachel, because they are fast careering towards a sellout. Jane says, good morning, West Coast. Hello, everyone else. Are you on the West Coast, Jane? You're just wishing them a good morning? I feel like I need some context here. She's in Vegas. It's not. It's Jane Fulweber. So, Jane, tell us where you are. I was looking at hotels the other day in Huntington Beach on the West Coast. Have you been? Anyone been there?
I have.
Oh, it looks dreamy. Have you been?
I have.
I think it's near Anaheim, isn't it?
It is, and I've been there because we used to go to the craft shows in Anaheim every year.
So you could go to the beach
You
at
could
Huntington
go to the
Beach.
Huntington Beach, and I tell you what, mind, you've never been to a beach, you've been there. I
The
went there.
sand looks so like white and powdery.
So beautiful, and I sat on the beach in a restaurant and had cocktails and seafood.
Ooh.
Oh, and it was absolutely divine.
Sounds
I went with Bindi.
But windy, did you say?
Bindi.
Bindi.
I went with Bindi.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I thought you said it was windy.
No.
Stephanie says, I would waste more paper trying these things and get frustrated too, so glad I got the showstopper. Maureen, so happy my wonderful husband told me to order all of them. I think I read that already, didn't I? Vanessa says, those are fantastic photos. Thanks for the Q&A, says Nadia. Anne says, wow, that is amazing to be able to get it that thin. Rhonda loving the nesting dies. Pat, Craftopia, Stephanie as well, all loving the photos. Mary Pat's been reliving their trip to Japan. What else we got down here? This will work great just to map photos in a frame. Absolutely, it will. Rare crafting Queen says, stop being so hard on yourself, Dan and Joe. Both look lovely and happy in that older photo. Embrace that you feel you look better now. You're both gorgeous then and now. I love the sentiment, Crafting Queen. Ash, no, Catherine says you're aging like Prosecco, Leann. Still got plenty of fizz in you.
Oh.
Yeah, I love that.
I hope I never lose my fizz. I want to grow old disgracefully. I hope I'm terrorising the neighbourhood when I'm 90.
When you're 90?
Yeah, like,
you terrorise them now. What are you on about?
Well, yes, but I hope, I just want to get older and just not care. And just tell them how I feel.
Morph into Miriam Margolyes almost.
Yes.
Perfect.
I once got accused of being Miriam Margolyes when I went out drinking with some friends.
You bumped into her?
No, I got accused of being her.
Oh, yes. There may have been a drag queen in Blackpool that referred to Leann as Miriam Margolyes because of her curly hair. She's not happy.
And then I turned around and said, oh, thank goodness you've turned around, you're not. And I thought, well, you've saved yourself.
It was a drag queen called Bonnie LeBlue. Don't know how I remember that.
I don't know how you remember that. I just remember being called Miriam Margolyes and being offended.
But now you're saying you want to be Miriam Margolyes.
I do. You
need to make your mind up.
When I'm that age, not now. I've got 30 years to get there.
She's like a very young Miriam Margolyes. Oh, she's like a young Miriam Margolyes. Anyway, let's move on. Star by. We have got 6 6x6 paper pads for you, and they are stunning. The first one we've got, this one is for Shay, apparently, but this will be yours when you get yours. But look at these gorgeous double-sided paper pads that we've got here. So this one here is your Cosmic collection that you are looking at. They are absolutely
Isn't that
awesome.
lovely? Cosmic, that.
Cosmic, that's what I said, didn't I?
I don't know. I wasn't listening. Thought I'd get you back.
So that's your Cosmic. Bookworm is your next one that you have got here. And these are single-sided, these ones, you can see. Really, really stunning. 36 sheets in each of these. Well, the price is amazing on these, isn't it? Again, then we've got your Sparkle and Sass, two things that Leann's got plenty of. Really beautiful, sort of, quite whimsical, these ones. That's that one. Then we've got the very imaginatively named Paper Pad, which is this one just here. And again, it's called, Timeless Textiles. But who has designed this packaging? It says Paper Pad in big letters and then Timeless Textiles in tiny letters underneath. Was it you, Leann?
No.
Okay, brilliant. Let's move on. The content, though, is who designed it?
I've no idea.
Oh, okay. Really gorgeous on the inside here, as you can see. Someone that's left, hopefully, so they don't hear me talking about their terrible packaging design. Next up, tea and coffee. Are they still here? Am I going to get in trouble?
They are, but they're not getting in trouble.
All right, brilliant. So this one here is tea and coffee. Again, really stunning. This one, again, single-sided, so no worrying about using these sort of toppers and mats and layers too.
And great if you've got these little collections, but you've run out of your paper and you need to top your paper up.
Yeah, really nice. Again, gorgeous designs in there. This one is, again, I think you're getting 36 sheets in this one. And then you've got a Western collection as well. Yeehaw. Let me just show you this. Need this one for Dallas.
Yeah, definitely. You've got a little bit of Clint Eastwood's poncho in here.
Sorry?
Got a bit of Clint Eastwood's poncho in here. There it is.
Oh, nice. There you are. These ones all double-sided as well, which is fantastic. So again, really, really low. So how many sheets are you getting here then, John?
36.
You're getting 36 by 6.
It's a nice one.
How many?
36.
No, you broke up. 36 times 6. So how many?
No,
what is that?
36.
Yeah.
6 by 6.
Yeah, so you're getting 36 sheets in each, and
And
there's
how many
6
pads? And how many pads have you got?
6.
6.
So what's 6 times 36? Do you want me to ask the question again?
Yes, please.
216 sheets of 6 by 6.
Oh, I see what you
That's
were
what
asking.
I was trying to. Is she will interfere? £55 or $88 is your price. £44 in the UK as a Club Inspire Platinum member. $70.40 if you are across the pond. Where are we going next? I love this. The quality on this is amazing, isn't it, Leann? Take us through what we're going to do is, because it really does allow you to finish off your card projects beautifully, doesn't it?
It really does. I'm just looking for some mirror card. Excuse me. Oh, what am I doing? Hang on. I'm trying to find some mirror card.
Okay.
Which is a challenge. I'm going to use some pearl card instead. Hang on. We'll use this instead.
Amazing.
Okay.
Well, it's like a bend and snap, that.
Oh, it was like a bend and snap. I love that movie, Bend and Snap. I'm much more flexible than I used to be. Anyway, right, so this embossing tool is incredible. It's going to allow you to put this seal of authenticity for your makes, put a seal of quality, and make it just feel a little bit elevated and absolutely glorious. Thank you very much, Jamie. It's absolutely gorgeous, and you've got that lovely handmade with love in there. I'll show you how it works, then we'll talk about some of the ways that you can use it.
Brilliant.
Now, what you need to do is sing the embossing tool song, which will give you the right amount of depressions to get a beautiful emboss. Before you do that, if you're on a plain card, I think this might be this might be a first time for you, Joe.
What?
Have you heard of a misty waft?
The what?
A misty waft.
No.
I'm going to show you what a misty waft is. A misty waft is what you need to do to your cardstock.
A misty waft.
Misty waft.
Okay.
Okay. Now what you want
I
is
thought she was a drag queen on Drag Race.
well,
Misty Waft.
She could be. I might have stolen a drag person's name. You never know. Right. I'm just checking my mister's work. So what it's going to do is just give a little veil of moisture, but it's not going to soak your card, which means the fibres are ready to receive that beautiful emboss. So what you do is, Jo, you mist and then you waft.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and what you're not doing then is saturating the card because you're not squirting the water at the card. So in the air, mist, waft.
Okay,
And then
I'm
you just
into
get
it.
the perfect amount of moisture for
Right.
your emboss. Then what you're going to do is put your piece of card into your embossing tool. And what we're not going to do, I'm going to put a different piece in, I'll show you what we're not going to do. What you're not going to do is this. With all of the pressure in the world and then have it skitch away from you. Definitely don't want to do that, because if you're a bit like me and you don't have the pressure that you used to have in your hands or the dexterity, you don't have the strength that you used to have, you're going to do what I'm about to show you instead. Before you use it, there are some adhesive strips in the box. You're going to put one of those non-slip adhesive strips on the base.
Perfect.
Which means
so it's like it'll stick it onto your counter?
Yes, it's like a rubber base so that
Right.
it doesn't have the slip of the metal, depending on what you're using it on. So once you're ready, then you put it into your tool and you do lots of small pumps, small pumps of the tool. Small depressions of the tool, which will then enhance your emboss. And you're going to sing the embossing tool song, which goes like this. Are you ready? Did you do this yesterday, Jo?
Not to this degree.
Okay, ready? Ha, 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 ha. Embossing my card, embossing my card. Ha, 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 ha. Embossing
It's
my
a bit
card,
like you're
embossing
giving
my card.
CPR though, because weren't you meant to do staying alive when you gave someone mouth to mouth? It was the
You
same,
were,
wasn't
but
it?
we're not staying
And
alive, we're embossing our
the
card.
stance is very similar.
It is very similar, but we're not resurrecting
It's giving
the
first
card.
aid.
We're not giving first aid to the card. We're not resurrecting the card. We are embossing the card.
Right.
Okay. So once.
So is it coming off the cardstock and back down on the cardstock,
Yes.
or is it staying down?
It's elevating, but not coming right up.
Okay.
So you're just like pumping it.
So just a small pump.
Yes, just a small
Just
pump.
delicately pump your tool a little bit.
And then look at the level of fabulous embossing there,
That's
where it
great.
says handmade by love. And if this is the back of your card or your project, that is putting a seal
Or on your
of quality.
flap, on your envelope flap.
On your envelope flap,
Yeah.
absolutely, you could do that. And it really just does elevate and give that seal of quality. We've left the space in the middle so you can put your initials on. If you're making things to sell, you could be doing this on little stickers and sealing your parcels. You could be putting your name of your business on there. You could punch these out with, hang on. Which one of these is the right one? Imagine, right. So I think I'm going to try this one, which is 1, 2, 3, 4 from the smallest. Yes, that is absolutely perfect. I'm going to draw around it with pen so you can see. Where have I put my pen? Here. I'm just going to draw around this with pen so you can see what it would be like if you cut it out. So 4 down from the smallest. 4 down from the small. Pen's not working. There. Here we are. 4 from the smallest is the perfect nested circle to cut out your embossed seals.
Brilliant.
Look how fabulous that is. That's the absolute perfect size to do that. So you could use your nested die, cut them out, pop a little hole in, pop a bit of ribbon on, put a price on it if you're selling. There are so many different things you can do that with. I must just show you it on a matte mirror cardstock, which it looks absolutely incredible. And we'll just review that again, where we're pushing it down. So, Jo, we're not coming all the way up and down again. We're not doing this.
Well, yeah, because I was worried it would move.
It would move and you would get shadowing. So you're keeping it down and then you're just keeping it down but pushing like that when you're doing your hat.
That's where the small pumps come in.
That's where the small pumps come in. You're not letting the handle come right back up to
Not a big pump, just a small pump.
Just a little one.
And what is the optimum number of little pumps?
Ha, 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 embossing my card, embossing my card.
How many pumps is that?
Ha, ha. You count, I'll sing.
All right.
You ready?
Start.
Ha,
1,
ha,
2,
ha,
3,
ha.
4,
Embossing
5,
my card, embossing my
6,
card. Ha,
7,
ha,
8,
ha,
9,
ha.
10,
Embossing
11,
my card, embossing
12.
my card.
12 pumps. 12 tiny pumps on your tool.
12 tiny pumps on your
is
tool.
the optimum amount.
Is the optimum amount to get this absolutely beautiful seal of quality for all of your projects. Look at that. It's stunning, isn't it?
Really cool.
So good.
And it's great quality, that tool. It really is. Are we likely to see
More?
additions for this tool?
Yes, because what you can do, we've been talking about this, and so many of you said you want some different patterns. So you can, by just nipping this, it comes out. And then you can pop that back in, like that. And then this just goes behind. Sorry, 1 second. There we go. Sorry, Jamie, I've slipped it back too far.
I did this yesterday, and
there we are. And then you can see there, so it goes in, no problem at all. And then you just nip it and pull it out to take it out.
Yeah, it goes, in it goes. Ha, 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 ha.
Embossing my card.
Embossing my card. 12. It feels like a lot of pumps. It feels like too many pumps, to be honest. But I think you'll be surprised at how is it. That's how it comes out. There we go. Pop it back into there. These rubberized. This rubberized thing on the bottom is quite handy.
It's handy.
Half tempted to take those home, chop them up.
Yeah.
Let's pop that back in there. Lots of you are loving the tool at the moment. Let's see what everyone's saying over on social media. This is my own iPad, and I'm still unable to use it. I think it's user error. Here we go. What's everyone up to? Jeanette loves it. Tina thinks it's great as well. Tina says it's a great idea. Who else we've got here? The Crafty Halo brackets Angel on YouTube says, I'm excited to receive my embossing press. Connie loves it, as does Jane and Shirley as well. Ash says it's like giving first aid to the card. That's what it's like. Can you feel a pulse? There we are. And Jeanette says I'm going to be embossing everything. And lots of love as well for those paper pads that we saw a moment ago. Right, how are we doing stock-wise then, Johnny, across the options? The rectangle in the US is very limited. The squares in the US are very limited. In the UK, which is? Square in the UK is limited. How are we doing for the other ones? Tiny bit more stock on the others, but it's all going to. If you're watching this on, if you're watching this at a later date, I mean, best of luck. They are probably going to be gone.
Yeah, Joe, can I just recommend everybody gets at least the circle and the oval? Yeah. Because you know you can, or not with the precision and not with the frames that I've just done for the square and the rectangle, but you can cut a square and a rectangle with your trimmers. You just won't get the precision that you're going to get with your dies. Your circle and oval. You have no chance of doing that yourself with any kind of other cutting tool. So if you're just looking at them and thinking, okay, I don't want to buy all 4 sets, I just want 2 sets, get the circle, get the oval. Brilliant.
Make sure you snap them up. I'm going to give you an opportunity to check your baskets out. So while you do that, we'll tell you all about Craftaganza.
Craftaganza is here, the ultimate crafting experience in the US and UK. Across 2 unforgettable days, enjoy 10 expert-led classes, hands-on projects and endless inspiration. Learn from our expert teachers, share the joy of crafting and connect with crafters. You'll leave with new skills, finished projects and unforgettable memories. Join us in Dallas, Texas or Newton Aycliffe, County Durham. Don't miss your chance to be part of Craftaganza. Get your ticket today.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty program today and receive 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits to joining Club Inspire include special members-only sales, and you can receive discounts or exclusive access to products and even free gifts. You will receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro that you spend. And the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. See how you can craft your way up to our ultimate Club Inspire tier, Platinum, where you'll enjoy the very best discounts and rewards that we offer. As you keep climbing through the club, you can actually reach Platinum Plus and even Platinum for life. The more points you collect, the more you will be rewarded within our amazing special Club Inspire community. So, what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
What I love most about Crafters TV is the community.
Crafters TV brings everyone together from different corners of the world.
It also connects you with people from all over the world.
You guys have been there for me. I feel like you guys are my family.
I feel like I'm crafting along with my friends.
I met some of my best friends for life from Crafters TV, so thank you very much.
When you're having a tough time, you can switch on Crafters TV and you can go on the live chat and you know people will be there for you as well.
And there's so much support, respect, and inspiration all through the socials.
It's a place where we can all share our love for Crafters Companion, ideas and get inspiration from each other.
So what's not to love about Crafters TV? So go make a coffee and pull up a chair. Let's all get crafting. I'll see you all there.
Crafters Companion began with a single idea and a passion for creativity. To 20 years, it is time to celebrate.
"20 years of crafting, sharing and inspiring each other."
And guess what? We're only just getting started.
We've loved sharing tools, tips and a whole lot of sparkle.
But the best part is sharing it all with you.
From card making and scrapbooking
To stamping, sewing and so much more, we've done it together. We couldn't have done it without you, our amazing community.
Thank you for making this journey so special. It's to 20 years of creativity and friendship.
And here's to the next 20. Let's celebrate.
So busy on this Second Chance Sunday, having a look back at all of the best deals of the week. So we're going to move on. Lots of you still chatting. Betsy's late to the party, but hello from Houston, Texas. Now, how far is Houston, Texas from Dallas, Texas?
I've no idea.
I'd imagine Texas is a big old place, isn't it? I think it's a little while.
Isn't the state of Texas as big as the whole of Britain?
Something like that. 239 miles. 3 hours, 22 minutes. On the I-45. That feels like a long way to go in 2 hours and 325 minutes. Yeah, but there's obviously no traffic in Texas.
We did Windsor in 4.5 hours, and that's about 220 miles.
Yeah, there's obviously a bit less traffic in the US.
Yeah.
Let us know, are you going, Betsy, to Craftiganza? Stephanie couldn't resist the dyes. Karen says, I had to make lunch for my fam and fur babies. Just joining in now. Watch this morning's shows. Love these dyes and I love Leann's demos. What did you have for your lunch? We had a lovely lunch, didn't we, Leann?
We did.
Tell us what we had for lunch.
So I made the viral cottage cheese and egg wraps, where you mix it together and then you bake it in the oven and it's in place of bread. And then
it tasted like quiche, didn't it?
It did taste like quiche, and I put some smoked paprika. I had put some Parmesan cheese in.
Delightful.
Bit of salt, bit of black pepper was in there as well. And then in yours, you had lettuce, cucumber, ham, and salami.
It was delicious, absolutely delicious. Susie T is 500 miles away from New Orleans. That takes 7 hours driving.
Gosh. Wow.
She's gonna drive. There you are. It's 4 hours from Houston to Dallas.
Oh, this lady, who's that lady's offered to
That's
take me,
Betsy.
Susie T, she's offered to take me and Ben shopping.
Shopping?
Shopping for the Stetson and the cowboy boots.
Because she's going to drive there?
Yeah.
I love that. I'm really hoping to... Oh, no, she says she's going to fly. Yeah.
Oh.
She'll still take you shopping. You'll have to just catch the bus, I guess.
Yeah.
Do they have buses in the States?
Uber, I would think.
I went to Atlanta recently and it was... I was surprised how hard it is to walk places in the US.
Yeah, because everything's so far away. You have
Everything's
to drive
so far away,
everywhere.
but even in like cities, like you've got to cross here and cross there and cross here. It's not. Pedestrians don't really have the right of way, do they?
They don't, no, because you'll be jaywalking. Really, because it's such a big space, you're going in a car.
Yeah, I went to Atlanta. Obviously, Atlanta, Georgia, warm. You think, don't you? It's nice and warm. I was on a flight. My friend was the flight attendant on the flight. And about an hour to go, he came over and he went, not to cause any alarm, but the captain's unsure we're going to be able to land into Atlanta because the weather is so bad and we only have about 90 minutes fuel remaining and about an hour left to go. So not sure we're going to get to Atlanta. We landed into the worst snowstorms they'd seen in Atlanta. You couldn't see like anything, such a complete whiteout. But obviously because Atlanta is not used to having that kind of weather, we got to Atlanta, it was closed. Like the whole thing was closed. I had to eat at Hooters, it was the only thing that was open. Me and Hooters. When you think about all the fast food chains, look, I'm a cheesecake factory kind of guy. I'm not a Hooters. I'm not a Hooters kind of guy.
No, you're not a Hooter.
I mean, at a push, I'll even do a Raisin Cane's, not a Hooters.
No. I mean, I think with Denny's before Hooters for you.
You did get a free refill, though.
Did you?
That's all I'm saying. And I had a boneless chicken wings. Now, I thought, sorry to go on a rant here, I thought that boneless chicken wings were chicken wings that they're taking the bone out.
Yes, I would too.
So you can have wings or you can have boneless.
Boneless.
They're just chicken nuggets.
Oh.
I had garlic and parm chicken nuggets and I don't know what was in them, but I was dehydrated for weeks after those. Goodness knows what was in there. It was a near-death experience, Hooters downtown Atlanta, right next to the Marriott Marquis.
The moral of that story is don't go to Hooters.
Anyway, enough about Hooters. Shall we... This jumper could be a bit Hooters, yeah. Is it? How do you know this is their uniform, Johnny? Is it? Because I thought I was confused over the name Hooters because I thought Hooters, you know.
Yes.
But it's actually owl. It's the logo is an owl, isn't it?
Yes. Toot toot. Hooters. Hoot. Yes, like hoot hoot, the owl.
Yeah.
And the oars are the owl eyes.
The women, honestly, didn't have a stitch on, Leann. No. Well, they did have a stitch on, but
yeah, but
you
not
could
a lot.
see what they had for breakfast. Put
not
it that
many
way.
stitches.
Right, my special papers next.
Let's have a look at the My Special Papers, should we? These are absolutely incredible. They're so good because the box that we get them in is incredible quality. It's sturdy. We make it so that it keeps your papers beautifully protected and looked after, but it also means when you've used all your papers, you can continue to use this as a storage system for any other special papers that you have. And I love Joe's idea earlier where he said you could keep all of your little die cuts and pieces in here, all your little bits that are left over so that everything's in the one place. Now, what I've got here is one sheet of all of the different designs so you can see what they're like. And I think that's a brilliant thing to do. So remember, if every design I show you, you are going to get 2 of these. You have got beautiful colour ombres in here, all of them on high quality paper and all of them with this beautiful pearl iridescence. They're absolutely glorious. You've got colour stories and mini collections within here where they all work together. You can see you've got your beautiful ombres here in your rainbow, and then you've got little mini collections like this one where you might have 5 in the same story. Whoever had this before has not kept them organised in their little in their little range stories, but we'll let Sarah off with that because what you can see are all of the absolutely beautiful, beautiful papers. And the great thing about these is they're not over-designed. They're just, that I love. Look at the pearlescence with that. It's absolutely exceptional. These are not over-designed, so you can use these as backgrounds, you can use them as a main piece, you can fold an envelope with these, you can fold a gift bag with these. These particular ones we're looking at now, these are perfect to use with your birthday collection that launched our birthday event way back a week gone Friday. They're perfect to use with that if that's what you want to do. The colours are gorgeous, the patterns are incredible, the weight of the paper is fabulous, and then of course you've got that beautiful pearlescence on each one of these absolutely glorious papers. These with the gold, almost like silk scarves, like wired ribbon through there with these lovely gold pieces, absolutely gorgeous. We haven't got to my favourites yet. Oh, I love these. Oh, the pearls, the actual images of pearl, of shell. This is an actual shell photographed, and then as is this. And then when we get to, I think that's the abalone shell, which is absolutely incredible. They're just very natural and very usable. And then we get some beautiful statement pieces, which are just like gorgeous painted backgrounds. A number of these as abstract art would be lovely framed and used on the walls at home, if that's what you wanted to do. Lining your envelopes, making gift bags, lining gift boxes, using them with your dies as your mats and layers. These are my favourites. I absolutely love these. This feels like a geode. It feels like a natural occurring phenomena. It's just absolutely beautiful. I can imagine this being in the ocean somewhere. It's just, I love it so much. That particular one, that colourway is glorious. Each one of them just more impressive than the next. And then this is my second favourite set.
I love that one.
It's just so classic and elegant and gorgeous. Brilliant for masculine cards too. This almost feels like the desert. Here's the bush. Here's the sun shining off the sand. This could be like a landscape effect that you've got there. So many things when you're looking at the papers, so many different things you can see. Every single one of them is usable as the next, but with lots of different colour stories, lots of different patterns, and a ridiculous amount of usability. A really lovely weight of paper and glorious pearlescence finish on every single one.
What's the weight on those, someone's asking? Cindy?
120 GSM.
120 GSM, awesome. They look like satin sheets, says Stephanie. Catherine says special papers are lush. Karen saying that the celestial skies would be good for Christmas, nativity wise men and angel backgrounds, which is wonderful. It's on waitlist in the UK, my special papers. First time we've done them in a pearl finish, $59.95 if you're in the US. That is what, under $48 as a platinum member, which is wonderful. Right, we're going to move on to these now. As far as concepts go, they don't really come more sort of unusual and exciting than these. These are amazing. What amazing design has gone into creating. How did these come about, Leann?
So we found, I'm just sorting this out here because I want to show you this one that I did on the launch show. Right, fixing that there we go. These came about from, we'd bought a finished card for a friend and it was similar to this where the top popped up and we were like, oh my word, the amount of laser cutting there, and it was expensive. I think it was £10.50 for one. And we're like, that is incredible. Imagine being able to make them yourself. Imagine if we could work out the technology in a die to cut that so that it just, you cut it once and then it just expanded and you could stick it to the base. Like, we need to try. And so we challenged ourselves to go and do it, and we managed. And nice. We were so thrilled because it's very different and very unique, isn't it? And the fact that you've got these beautiful interlaced cuts, when you come up close, there are 421 cut lines in one die.
Wow.
To create this effect. And then they all lattice. And when they lattice over, you see where it's not cut, you've got the crosses to create that lattice. The die has to be so precise to achieve that. It's absolutely incredible. And it works, and it works a treat every single time. Please go back and watch the show on, I think it was Friday that I did these. I did a very in-depth demo in the 5 p.m. show, which allows you to see all of the tips that you need, all of the tips and techniques to be able to use these and get the perfect result every single time. They come with an incredible paper pad as well, which gives you all of the decorative pieces, and then the paper pad is also fully die cut. So all of the bits that you need in here fully die cut, so you can pop them out and decorate the inside of your domed piece. And that's where you get the base with all of the, let me just expand that so you can see it, the base with all of the pretty design on there, and then the little piece that stands up inside with the cakes etc. on, and then the little stopper that you need to stop that falling down. And of course you can then fold that flat and send it flat if you want to. You can use your own design. So this was using one of Sarah's Enchanted Fairy ones from one of the years. It might have even been in my special paper. Look, with a butterfly in there. It's not, it's the Enchanted Fairies one we did. Absolutely gorgeous. And then here we've used some of our brilliant Christmas mirror card with a little penguin igloo inside. It's absolutely glorious, isn't it? And just you can keep using, you know, you can use the set as it comes, or you can use your own things. It's entirely up to you. This is just using one of those little fabulous cupcake dies, and then some winter paper with snowflakes. You can see that there. It looks beautiful because the die set has on it the pieces that you need for your pad, but then it has all of the pieces for you to be able to create yourself all of the bits you need when you're creating your own designs. And when you're creating your own designs, I had a little minute, Joe, where I thought, imagine if we could get fairy lights in one. So you could make little lanterns for little girls' rooms or as home decorations. And so I had a little play with that on Friday, and we managed to make this.
How glorious.
And so you see it's filled up, and then I didn't stick that down. Underneath here, you're going to stick that to the base of the card so you can't see it. But then you've got all of those little lights inside where you could hang it and use that absolutely beautifully, or just on the bedside for a little girl with little fairies on, or whatever you want. Please go and watch that Friday show, because I did this in the Friday show as well to show you how to be able to do that.
Amazing. Lots of you chatting about these, lots of you very excited to get them as well. Deb Sneary saying very excited for the Time for Tea die. Lots of love for those papers as well from Betsy, Susanna, Connie as well, all loving those. Question about the Time for Tea, could you cut that from acetate, someone's asked. That's someone being Rhonda.
From the heat-resistant acetate that we had on the show today, yes.
Right.
Make sure you use your metal shim. Make sure you do the quarter turn rotation.
The 45-degree turn, yeah?
The 45-degree turn. And so you're going to run it through 4 times. And make sure you check that all of the lines are cut. And if you need to run it through a couple more 45-degree turns, do. Because you're going through a difficult substance. But it would look fantastic.
Amazing. There you are. Give that a go. Now we're going to move on to some Chameleon ink pads for you. Waitlisted in the UK, available individually in the US. So the available showstopper is available in the US. In the UK, individuals. There we are. We got there in the end. You're going to get some glorious colours in here. So you've got Rainforest Glow, Magenta Radiance. Love that. This one here is your Tropical Glow. You've got your Passion Fruit Punch there. Then you've got your Lavender Haze and also your Sunrise Sky. I have not seen these before, Leann, so talk to us about the concept of these and where they fit alongside all the other ink pads that we might own already.
Okay, so these are our brand new Chameleon ink pads, called Chameleon because they colour shift. So what you've got in here is a pigment dye hybrid, which gives you the pop of bright colour that you can see here, the pink and the orange. That's on a white cardstock. So that pigment dye hybrid gives you that. And then it's infused with a colour shifting mica, which means when you use that same ink pad on a black cardstock, you get a different colour of high pearlescence and shine completely from the original colour.
So I'm thinking for every different colour we put these on, and we're going to get a slightly different finish.
Absolutely right.
Amazing.
So like if you put them on navy, it'll be a slightly different colour. If you put them on a green, a slightly different colour. We're showing you them here on the white and black so you can see the very different colours that you've got, the very definitive change. Now, let me just show you how easy these are to use, because what you can do is swink, which is swipe and ink. And so I'm going to swink a couple of these for you. Swink.
Swink.
Swink. Swipe and ink.
Swink.
Yeah.
Right.
And so let's do it with the Magenta Radiance, which is one of my favourite colours. And I'm just going to do that across the white.
Very juicy.
Very juicy. Across the white and black cardstock at the same time. There we go. And then I'm going to dry that with my heat tool, hoping I've got one here. Yes, I have. Needs plugging in. Bear with me. There we are. Now, always dry them to get the full effect, because when there's still moisture in there, the moisture interferes with the light refracting properties, and it means you don't get the true result when you are looking at it when it's still got some moisture in there, when it's still wet. So you need to dry it to get that full effect. If we look at the pink one first, and I show you that swink from the pink across to the green, you can see how fabulous that is. Highly pigmented and a beautiful infusion of that colour shifting mica. Let's do the same with this blue one alongside. And I'll just do a little bit. Very juicy. They will last you a long time. Make sure you dry in between.
So would we use these to stamp with, or is that not what they're...
Yes, you can do loads of techniques. You can stamp with them. I've got a whole little swatch book here that I'm going to show you. So many things you can do with these. So this blue one goes from blue to violet.
Oh, nice.
How gorgeous is that? Blue to violet. And then if I just go to the opposite side and show you the passion fruit punch, which will go from orange to bronze. And then if I also put beside it at the same time the Rainforest Glow, you'll see this goes from green to like a blue teal colour. Just swing them along and then dry them.
Loads of you love these. Some of you already actually received these. Who was it? Oh, Stephanie says that her ink pads have been shipped. Hopefully they'll come tomorrow. I had never seen colour shifting ink before, says Connie. Tara says I've already received my ink pads. They are flipping amazing. Lots of you got these on order and on their way to you. Could these inks be used with the letterpress? Asked Sue.
So they'll not, try them. I haven't tried them. You could try to put them on your press plate and see what it looks like. I think the very juicy, sticky nature of the pigment might spread a little bit. You won't get the fine, precise, beautiful line that you get when you use the inks that were designed for letterpress. But if you like the effect, there's no reason why you can't do it. I think doing some of these backgrounds that I've got here, some of the different effects you can do with these ink pads, and then letterpressing over the top of it could be a really good way to go. So this is just blending inks with a blending foam on white card, and that's the same thing but on a black card,
cool.
Which is incredible. You see the two different results. Here we've got just one of those fabulous techniques, which is a scrunched tissue stippled all over on the white, and then the same on the black cardstock with the different colours ombre. And then we've got, that's why I can't that turn, there we go. Stenciling. Nice. One of my favourite things to do with these is stenciling, I have to say. So that's the lovely high shine pearl you've got there on white, and then the same on a black cardstock. You get really beautiful results. Love this one. So this is blending a background and then just splatting different colours on there. And you see when you do that with the water, the mica settles around. That looks like one of those papers in the My Special Papers box.
It does, doesn't it?
And then we've got the same on the black there, which is incredible. This next technique, one of my favourite things to do. So this is a 3D embossing folder, and then the ink just swinked over the top, which looks glorious there, but look at that. Oh, it's so
Stunning,
good on the
isn't
black
it?
cardstock. It really makes an impression. This is just picking the ink up on your bubble wrap and popping it down with your bubble wrap. Same on your black cardstock. You can see that there. Here we've got just different lids dabbed into ink on the mat and then stamped, and the same with your black cardstock there. Here we've got a little bit of inking through a stencil again. This one we've got brayering onto an embossing folder before it goes through the machine. There it is, brayering before it goes through again. And then here we've just got some swiping from the mat, where you've got all of that different effects. The possibilities with these are absolutely incredible. This one is brilliant, Jo, because you can watercolour with the inks and get all of that beautiful high shine in there. They look incredible. Same on your black cardstock, look at that. It's like it's lit from within, it's like it's shining from the other side, like there's a light shining underneath. A swinking we've got there, looks absolutely gorgeous, and then just some splatting as well, which is incredible. There are so many things you can do with these, Jo. You will never run out of a little technique. And if we have a look at some of the cards that we had, you can see some of the beautiful backgrounds and embellishment colouring, the detailed painting that we've got, the ability to do stenciling, and look how fabulous that is just on different stripes of card. Detailed painting looks absolutely incredible on the black cardstock there. And then we've got that stenciling technique. We've got a little bit of the splatting and the water blending there as well. Here we've got the stenciling with some pearl drops. Here we've got some examples with 3D folders. Here's some of the things that I did live on the demonstration, which was just the cleaning up the mat, which is incredible. And you can see all of them bits of colours there for Halloween. This one we absolutely love because you're stenciling over silhouette stamps. Look at that, that actually looks like the ocean. Look at all of the beautiful iridescence that you've got in there. You can do your backgrounds with it if you want to do your detailed colouring, and then the same colour ink on two different colours of card just to matinate up and make a real statement piece. The possibilities with these are completely and utterly endless.
Really cool, isn't it? What a great set of inks. Let me just remind you exactly what you're getting included then in the here. So you've got the, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different colours in here. So that one there is your Rainforest Glow. You've also got your Magenta Radiance. This one here is Tropical Glow. Then you've got Passion Fruit Punch, Lavender Haze, and also Sunrise Sky in there as well. So 6 really useful craftable colours in there for you. If you are in the UK, you can get them all individually. If you are in the US, they are available as a showstopper, so you can order those right now, $40 as a platinum member if you want to get your hands on those. Loads of you loving these. Connie says the best at showing the ideas and samples. Karen loving the look of these, as is Joanne as well. Marnie as well saying, wow, what amazing ideas. I'm going to take a short pause, give you an opportunity to check your baskets out, and we'll see you back here in a minute or two.
Hi Crafty Peeps, Victoria here. I love Crafters TV because it shows you the best tips and tricks on how to use your crafty stash. It also connects you with people from all over the world, and nowhere else on Shopping TV you have the opportunity to live chat with other people from the other side of the world, for example, and laugh with them and be there for them when they're having a tough time. But also know that when you're having a tough time, you can switch on Crafters TV and you can go in the live chat, and you know people will be there for you as well. And when you're having a bad time and not feeling well, when you're a bit down in the dumpster and you know Crafters TV is going to be on, there's going to be some laughters and there's going to be some fun. And the banter going on between the demonstrators and the demonstrators is just really fun and really good, and sometimes the only laugh you will get when you're not feeling well. So that's personally why I love Crafters TV the most. It's the connection, the personal connection with everyone involved in Crafters TV and all the other crafters out there. So thank you, Sarah, from the bottom of my heart for coming up with Crafters TV and for bringing all the good fun and all the crafty tips to us. Yes, thank you. Keep up the good work, and I love you. Bye.
I'm here because I do love Crafters Companion products and Crafters TV.
Your products are great, made with great care and thought, and are second to none.
Love all the products. I love the tutorials we get.
Your papers shimmer and make all our crafts shine.
I love all of the products and all of the paper pads, of course.
I love Crafters TV because it shows you the best tips and tricks on how to use your crafty stash.
The quality of the products are phenomenal. Value for money is exceptional.
Amazing presenters, craft goods galore, launch days and craft vaults, deals bundles and more.
Your pens, pencils, and markers make all crafters say, they are mine.
Or I love Crafters Companion. Well, it's because I'm not a very good crafter, and Crafters Companion makes me look better. Hi everybody, this is Leann Bledsoe. You asked me why I like or I love Crafters Companion. Well, it's because I'm not a very good crafter, and Crafters Companion makes me look better. It makes me look like a better crafter than I am, because I'm not good at design. So I have the layout collection that helps me with design. I don't like to do the same thing over and over. So I have a template library that gives me lots of new ideas and card bases and things to try. I never know what to put on the inside of the card, so I have the compendiums that have all the sayings for cards, and I never know what color combinations to put together and what goes with what, and so all their collections make it easy for me to know what to do. So that is why I love Crafters Companion, because they make me look like a better crafter and give me ways to do things that I haven't tried before. Thanks, bye.
What a busy Second Chance Sunday we are having. Rosalind's just waking up from a nap. Delicious, I love that. Catherine says it's been a fabulous week, so many amazing products. Marnie loving all the ideas as well. We're going to go back and have another look at these. The star of the show, the star of the week actually, I would say so far, from week one of our birthday celebrations, the busiest launch of the birthday week, is of course your nesting dies. Now, rectangle in the US, single figures of the rectangle in the US. If you want the whole collection, you've got to check your baskets out. Get them in your baskets and check out, because they're going really fast. That is the first one to go in the US. In the UK, it will be the square will be the first one to go here. So good stock of everything else across the individuals. But if you're in the UK, the square. If you're in the US, the rectangle, that is literally about to go, that one there. So please do check out. Why do you think these have been the biggest birthday launch so far, Leann?
I think because they are completely versatile, very usable, and every single crafter needs them in their stash, and that it's going to elevate the quality of what you can do and just make it look very pristine and very finished and very elevated. So it's taking things from homemade to handmade and giving you the ability to craft with quality every single time. These collections are absolutely incredible. It is the first time we've had an 8-inch set of dies with an 1/8 of an inch increment between every die. So you have got 30 dies in the circle set, 24 dies in the oval set, you have got 30 in the square set, and you have got 25 in the rectangle set. And having all of those dies from 8 inches all the way down to as small as we can get it, with 1/8 of an inch increments, so you've got that very fine increment ability to allow you to frame your artworks where it's not the big 1/4 of an inch offset that you've got, is really how you professionalize your work, your projects, your cards, your creations. And it means that then it looks absolutely brilliant. And the thing is, it's done precisely every single time. Imagine trying to do this yourself, where you're trying to get those step changes in colour at 1/8 of an inch in a perfect circle. If I try to do a perfect circle without a die, I end up with that, because I keep chopping bits off. I end up with a rugby ball. It's never a perfect circle. And then this is a little frame. So this is a separate piece here, an 1/8 of an inch frame that's been stuck onto the white card. You would not be able to do that yourself at home with a craft knife, or in any other way. It would just fail dismally. But having the dies to get that precision at only an 1/8 of an inch is absolutely exceptional. It also means that you can do the gutting, extracting, dissecting, and that means when you do that, you're taking the card out and not wasting it, and creating yourself something else fabulous from the waste card that you haven't wasted. And you could do that again with this, another set of extraction here. So from one set of card where you would have got one topper, you've then got 3 separate toppers. So you're being more frugal, you're elongating and extending the use of your beautiful cardstocks that you're investing money in, and getting a much wider use out of them as well, which I think is brilliant. They'll last you longer.
And they're exceptional value, aren't they, these as well? You know, the smallest number of dies in is the oval, 24 dies in there. So about £1 a die in the UK before you even think about taking your discount off, depending, of course, where you are in the club, which is why I think there's been such a massive response to them. Kelly says, I agree, star of the week. Karen says, oh my God, y'all, you would not believe how rude people are. First my best friend calls me, then my sis. Don't they know they're interrupting Joe and Leanne? Honestly, take the phone off the hook, Karen. Sue says, I didn't think I needed the nesting dies, but really are the dies I need and will use every single day. I agree. I love the matting and layering aspect, says Ash. I was fortunate enough to get the showstopper this morning. I had set my alarm to do so, says Betsy. And Karen says, I did it. I bit the bullet. I'm going to Crafterganza. Yay! Yay! That's Rachel saying that. Triple points on those tickets this weekend as well. Amazing.
Now's the time to get your Crafterganza ticket in this event, to get those triple points and get yourself elevated up the levels if you need to. The triple points on that is absolutely incredible, isn't it?
I think you'd be pretty much platinum, wouldn't you, straight away?
You would, yeah. With the US one, for sure.
Yeah,
absolutely.
If you want to get your Crafterganza ticket this weekend, you can, and you will get the triple points on it. So it would be a great thing to look forward to in April. Feels like it's forever away, but look, it's October now. It'll be Christmas in a minute, and then before you know it, it'll be here. So grab your tickets now, secure those, and make sure you're either in Dallas or here on the Costa del County Durham. We are going live to Leanne in the studio for a top tip, I hear.
Absolutely. Now, when you get your dies home, please take them off the cardboard with the sticky tape when you get them home straight away. Get yourself a couple of your magnetic storage sheets and cut those magnetic storage sheets in half with a pair of scissors. Be brave and do that. Because what I'm going to ask you to do is store them on the magnetic sheet, half on and half off. And the reason I'm saying that to you is, please go to Wake Up Call and watch the struggle I had with my oval dies, trying to find the right size and get them back on and off the card and put them in the right order. It was a challenge and it was uncomfortable to watch, and I thought, absolutely not, can I go forward like this for the rest of the day? What am I going to do? And this is what I came up with. And by doing this, what you're able to do is count down the die that you need, find the die that you need, and remove it easily from that sheet. It leaves the space where you would then be able to pop that straight back. And that's great if you're selecting a die and then doing a frame. So selecting another one a little further down. Let's go with this one. That's going to be our frame, but I want to do a mat and layer. I know I can cut that. I need a piece of card behind there to show you. There we are. I know I can cut that and then be able to put them back in the place where they live and know that that's the next die that I'm going to take out to be able to do it. It just makes it so much easier for you. And please put it back after every time, and then you will never be struggling to select the right die and have your frames in the perfect width that you would like to create yourself at home.
Great, absolute top tip that is. So many of you absolutely loving these. It was Karen, no it wasn't, it was, who got their, it was Karen that got their ticket to Craftaganza. Rachel is a social media superstar who sent me the message, so there you are. Rachel's probably thinking, I'm already going. It's Karen that's going. Jane says these dies are going to be a game changer. I'm horrible at matting and layering. Sarah saying they never seem to get the layers straight. Betsy says, I love this tip. I'll absolutely do this when they arrive. Helen saying thanks for all the solutions as well. And everyone agreeing. Sherry saying they've got theirs. Maggie saying brilliant tip for these dies, and lots of other dies in my stash as well. They are, how are we doing on that rectangle, Johnny? Oh, I mean, it's hanging on. We're almost at a position, well, we're definitely at a point where there's more of you with it in your basket than we've got stock. So for the rectangle is in your basket in the US, you've got to check out or you will miss out. Tell them, Leanne.
Check out or you'll miss out.
There you are.
Definitely.
Now you know. Don't make her get the finger out, okay?
Or raise my eyebrow.
Or raise an eyebrow. Right, what's next, Leanne?
Right, we're going to have a look, or move my glasses. Yeah. We're going to have a look at how to cut. A lady in the comments, I can't remember if it was in the 2 o'clock show today, asked what's it like cutting mirror card, glitter card acetate. So I thought, let's cut some mirror card, glitter card acetate so you can see exactly what it's like. I'm going to cut a circle of mirror card and we're going to cut a frame. So I'm just going to choose maybe this one as my first die. Let's make sure that that will fit on that piece of mirror card. Yes, it will. Perfect. So that can be the outside frame. And then I just decide, do I want it to be a tiny little mirror card frame or do I want it to be a deeper frame? And you can choose.
Can I choose personally? Yeah. I'd like an extra deep frame.
An extra deep frame? Yeah. Would you? How extra deep? Well,
I reckon, yeah, like that deep.
This deep?
Yeah, like that.
You happy with that?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that. So then we're able to select the dies from the magnetic sheet as we've got it. And then you're just going to, by eye, make sure that you've got that where you think it should be. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but that looks pretty good to me. Hold it still. And then I use my tape to hold the die on the piece that's going to come out. So this is going to be effectively the waist. So that's why I'm taping with my repositionable tape to the die and the card in this direction. And then the outside frame, I'll do it in this direction. So onto the die, onto the pieces of waist card that are going to come away, and just use 2 or 3 little pieces, because if you're positioning your frame perfect like this, you want to make sure it doesn't move. So take the time, because you don't want to be disappointed and, you know, waste your pieces of cardstock. Take your time just to make sure that you've got that nicely secure before you put it through the machine. Yeah, but I think that looks okay. Does that look okay? Oh, hi. Woohoo. That was flattering. Right, now because we've got, these are very detailed, not very detailed dies. You do not need your magnetic shim in your sandwich. So I'm going to leave it out. Now I am going through a very thick piece of mirror board here. So I'm going to try it without. If it hasn't quite fully cut, I can run it through again, or I can put the magnetic shim in. Okay, but always try with the least amount of pressure in your sandwich rather than the maximum, because you just don't want to be putting extra pressure through if you don't need to. You elongate the use of your plates when you do it that way as well. Don't be alarmed with the cracking, that's just the die cutting into the plate. I quite like it, I know that it's working. And then remove your plates, pick up your card, and you'll see here we've got the perfect frame.
Awesome, look at that.
Which is incredible. Now you would not be able to get something that precise with a craft knife, Joe. You need the dies to do that. Can I just say, people who like to make pom-poms, make massive pom-pom templates. Oh yeah. Like this, because all you would do now, that is the perfect width for a
What's that? Is that a heat tool?
Heat tool turned itself on when it dropped. How rude. If you are making pom-poms, that's the perfect pom-pom template.
Yeah.
And then all you would do is this. To be able to get your yarn through and make massive pom-poms.
Nice.
I've just thought that there. How
Great.
fabulous is that?
Love that.
You should be able to do that. You do that because that's incredible. The other thing I thought about earlier when I was looking at the massive circle on the circle die set, you can make, you know, those big tissue paper flowers, like big baubles. Use the big die to be able to cut your tissue paper and fold it and make those big circles as well.
Nice.
You're going to do home decor with these as well as your crafting. There is so much you can do. Now, when you've finished cutting, you're going to take your magnetic sheet back and then you're going to put your dies back in position straight away. And that means that you're never trying to work out which is the next size. They're always there for you to use. You're not wrestling with them like I was in Wake Up Call this morning. Right. So let's move that. So we know that it cuts beautiful through mirror card. Let's try some glitter card now, should we?
Yeah.
Okay, so for the glitter card, I think I'm going to make a glitter frame. So I'm going to bring those rectangles back and then I'm just going to hold a photograph up to the dies so I can see which one I need. So that is the perfect size.
I've got Jane's nightly joke for you, Leanne.
Okay.
Why couldn't the pig compete in track and field?
No idea.
Because he kept pulling a hamstring.
Oh. That is a good one.
Ben would love that.
Ben would love that one. That's Ben's type of joke. He'd be living his best life with that. He'd be howling. Literally. Right, now then, I've got that there. So that looks like a good internal aperture for my photograph. So I can see by my space, that's where it's come from. So to get a nice frame, I can go 1, 2 or 3 dies up and just take that die out. That's why having them on this sheet and then taking out the different dies really does help you select the right die and cut the right size frame for whatever you're wanting to create. So let's move the photograph. And then we're going to, on my glitter card, we're going to cut this now. And we're going to do exactly as we did before. We're just going to hold them still. So get them to the point where you think your frame is nice and even. I think that looks nice and even to me. And then I'm just going to use my tape to keep that nice and still. And I like to use a couple of pieces because I don't want it to slip and I don't want a wonky frame.
No one wants a wonky frame.
Nobody wants a wonky frame. Exactly.
What's the thickest paper that these dies would cut, asked Karen?
So earlier on in the launch show, we did the shaped card, the rocker card, and I cut through a half-fold card of Centura Pearl, which is 620 GSM. I did use my magnetic sheet, but it went through. So you're going to be able to cut through some really decent weight. I mean, 620, who's got 620 GSM cardstock in their stash at home? I haven't. That's a board. So you're going to be able to go through your really good quality cards and you're going to be able to go through your papers. You'd even be able to go through your thin balsa woods, really, and that kind of decorative thing as well. Felt, for sure, you're going to be able to do. 1 layer of fabric maybe with your metal shim in there, because don't forget you can use that to enhance it as well. Now then, this one here, probably could have done with the magnetic shim in here, Joe, with the glitter card.
You might have.
Yeah, I think I could have done with the it's still cut, but I'm just having to take a little bit of time to get it out. So I think if I were just to do this again, I would be using, see, no. That's a no. That's a no from Leanne. So I'm going to do it again. So I've tested it on my glitter cardstock, so you don't need to test it on your glitter cardstock.
There you are.
So we're going to do it again. And this time, we're going to do it with the magnetic shim in. So I'm just going to make sure that my frame is still nice and even, which I think it is. Does that look even? Yeah. And this time I add in my magnetic shim. And you'll see that it will cut no problem at all. And that's because when you're using your luxury glitter card, you've got the layer of that lovely glitter film, you've got the adhesive, you've got the base card. So you're going through multiple layers, which is why then it needs the help of the magnetic shim in there, which is fine because that's the standard plate combination. You're just testing out what you need for the cardstocks, for the different decorative finishes. And this should be cut no problem at all, which it is. It's just my little bits of repositionable tape holding it still now. So let's get them out. There we go. And there's the frame. So you've cut a beautiful glitter frame using that die, which would go there. Beautiful. Awesome. Love that. And then if I wanted to...
The rectangle's gone in the US. So it's all 4 available in the UK. The rectangle has gone stateside. We did tell you it would happen, didn't we, Leann?
Yes, I just need to cut one more thing with my rectangle to show you one thing. Sorry, guys. I want to do the acetate. So I've got this really thick acetate, and I'm going to do this so that you can create for your photograph a protective cover if you want to. If you really want to make it like a photograph frame. So I've got that on my acetate there. I'm just going to hold it still. You can do it with your square photos as well, because I'll show you with the square die that your square dies will still work on your rectangle photos. Let me show you how you would do that.
Amazing.
And then pop that through.
Whilst it's going through, Jacqueline Clark is the winner. I would love you to pick a number of your own free will, Jacqueline. I would say, though, pick a number between 5 and 7, maybe, Jacqueline. So, I mean, it's up to you. If any one of these numbers talks to you, Jacqueline, it's fine. You're of your own free will to pick whichever number you want. Number 6, Jacqueline. Jacqueline. What number should she pick?
I think go at random.
Yeah, go completely at random.
Right.
I would hate to send you a surreptitious. Yeah, and it is 41 minutes past 6 in the UK.
Right.
But whatever you want to do, you do you, Boo.
You absolutely do you. Now, that hasn't gone through quite. So actually for acetate, you're going to need your metal shim. And I think this is a great thing to do because it's allowing us to show you what you're needing to do if depending on the type of material that you're cutting. So I have changed this over there. There we go. And we'll put this back through. So now I've added in the metal shim as well to cut through construction acetate, which will give me all of the pressure I need and that bite to be able to cut the fabulous frame. And it's great. So this is what you'll do at home. And I would suggest you do it just with scrap pieces. Like if you've got an old piece of ugly acetate, it's all scratched, it's got bits of glitter stuck on it. You wouldn't use it on a project. Try it. See what your sandwich is going to be. What do you need to be able to cut that out? And then you know, and then keep a little note of that. Keep a little note of it when you're working with it. Right. Still not through. Look at that. Oh, now then. This is a very thick construction acetate. So it's just hanging on by a thread. And I'm able to go along that line. I think that might need 2 times through the machine. Yeah. So thick construction acetate. Do your metal shim and 2 passes.
Okie doke.
If it's the thin heat resistant acetate, then you're going to be able to do it just with the metal shim.
Jacqueline still hasn't commented yet. So, I mean, if she doesn't comment...
We'll choose one for her.
We'll choose for her. Yeah. Or she can choose 6 for herself. It's up to her.
Yeah, exactly right. She's got free will. She's got free will. Right, so then you would have your piece of acetate if you're doing your frames at home. This would go onto a piece of card at the back. There's your favourite picture again. There we go.
That beef was delicious, I am pleased to report.
I wish I was trying it. It looks, is there some lovely steak there? Looks like it. And then you would put your, where have I put my acetate there? Then you can put your, you clean your acetate. This is mucky. Put your acetate on top and then your frame on top of there. There you go. And you can create your own photograph frames.
Acetate, you're saying, aren't you? Yeah.
Acetate. Yeah, acetate.
She's definitely saying acetate,
I am,
just to clear that up.
Acetate.
Has anyone seen or heard from Jacqueline?
No, where is she?
I meant to get the ping ball. I've been wanting to get the ping pong balls out of the cake all weekend. Well, I'm going to pick for you, Jacqueline. Oh, look. It was number 6.
Oh, yay!
Thank God for that. Oh, so number 6. So if she doesn't comment, we'll light 6. Or she can pick 6 for herself. It's up to her. There you are. Anyway. I bet she doesn't pick 6, you know. I bet she picks like number 4. Right, let me quickly run through exactly what you've got left then here. So the square, the rectangle has gone in the US. The other 3 still available. In the UK, all 4 of them are still available. If you're watching this back at a later date, the square and the rectangle are hanging on in the UK, so you will have to be quick, whatever it is that you want, but you have still got an opportunity to get all 4 of them in the UK. There's no wait list on these either. Once they're gone, they are gone. Right, we still haven't heard from Jacqueline Clark. I've got 3 little dots in the chat. Maybe it is Jacqueline Clark. I don't think it is, but we're going to have to go and light candle number 6 for Jacqueline. We're going to have a quick pause, let you check out your baskets, and then we will see what's behind candle number 6. I mean, what could it be?
I've absolutely no idea.
What I love most about Crafters TV is the community. I feel like I'm crafting along with my friends. And there's so much support, respect, and inspiration all through the socials. Be it on CTV, Facebook, or YouTube, everyone is so supportive and I've learned so much. Most of all is the good times and lots of laughs which have gotten me through some tough days. So lots of love, my crafty friends, and to the CC team. Thank you and keep up the good work. What I love most about Crafters TV is the community.
Crafters TV brings everyone together from different corners of the world.
It also connects you with people from all over the world.
You guys have been there for me. I feel like you guys are my family.
I feel like I'm crafting along with my friends.
I met some of my best friends for life from Crafters TV, so thank you very much.
When you're having a tough time, you can switch on Crafters TV and you can go on the live chat and people will be there for you as well.
And there's so much support, respect, and inspiration all through the socials.
It's a place where we can all share our love for Crafters Companion, ideas, and get inspiration from each other.
So what's not to love about Crafters TV? So go make a coffee and pull up a chair. Let's all get crafting. I'll see you all there.
Hey you, the CC crew, you show us what to make, what to buy, how to do. Hey you, the CC crew, Ben, Sarah, Craig, Debbie, Boogaloo. Hey you, the CC crew, carry on the programme as we all need you. Hey you, the CC crew, you keep us all company and we can't do without you. I thought that was really good. And I feel like I should go, wow, wow, wow.
I'm here because I do love Crafters Companion products and Crafters TV.
Your products are great, made with great care and thought, and are second to none.
Love all the products. I love the tutorials we get.
Your papers shimmer and make all our crafts shine.
I love all of the products and all of the paper pads, of course.
I love Crafters TV because it shows you the best tips and tricks on how to use your crafty stash.
The quality of the products are phenomenal. Value for money is exceptional.
Amazing presenters, craft goods galore, launch days and craft vaults, deals bundles and more.
Your pens, pencils, and markers make all crafters say, they are mine.
Or I love Crafters Companion. Well, it's because I'm not a very good crafter and Crafters Companion makes me look better.
Kathy Green from Mechanicsburg. I just wanted to stop in and say that I love all your innovative products, and the demonstrators are like amazing with all their inspiration. And of course there's Ben, who's multi-talented and loves Mechanicsburg. So thank you, CC, for all you do.
Oh, well, we haven't heard from Jacqueline Clark on Facebook.
We have
I
not.
don't know what's going on.
Me neither.
Will the real Jacqueline Clark please stand up? Because there's 3 possible Jacqueline Clarks.
There is.
Who not? Maybe being Jacqueline Clark is a state of mind. Who
Maybe
knows?
it is. Who knows?
But we have picked number 6.
We have, on your behalf.
Jacqueline's behalf. And I have a feeling, don't ask me how I know, that it's going to be a decent one.
Dear.
Yeah.
I don't know why I would think that you think that.
Yeah. Should we light
Should
it?
we
Should we
light
find
it?
out? Come on, let's go. Stand
Should we
back,
just
though,
go?
arm's length.
Stand back. Arm's length. 3, 2, 1. Hang on, I'm coming off the platform. Here we are. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Jacqueline Clark, it's for you.
Hey, Jacqueline Clark's on Facebook. Woo! £100 or dollars.
Well done, Jacqueline.
Well done.
Well done.
She's saying, it's me. It is you, Jacqueline Clark, on Facebook, and you've won £100 or dollars or euros. Who knows?
Who knows?
She may be on the Dordogne for all we know. You can email us CTV prizes. It's down here, look. CTV prizes at crafterscompanion.co. What is it?
.co.uk. Yes.
Yes. Well, thanks for having me back. It's been marvellous.
It's been glorious. I've loved every minute.
Coming back, do a little cameo. Maybe you'll see me again soon.
I have no doubt I will.
I hope so. You never know. You're going to be presenting tomorrow.
I'm presenting. I'm at your end of the world tomorrow.
Nice. What's coming up?
We've got the swing dies, and we've got the
Your favourite?
I love the swing dies. And we've got the absolutely gorgeous Debbie Robinson.
Marvellous.
She's going to be very inspirational.
She looks incredible.
With
I've seen her for ages.
She looks amazing.
She does, doesn't she?
And she loves a swing die, and she's very
She loves
creative.
a swing die,
Loves a swing die, and she's very creative. I can't see what she does with them.
She's so creative. Anyway, it's time for us to go.
It is.
I've got a train to catch.
And I've got a car
and a Nando's to eat.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. What's your Nando's order?
Oh, I love a Nando's. I like the lemon and
spicy.
herb.
Lemon and herb. Lemon. You're not into a bit of spice.
I'm not. Well, it depends in what context, but not on my Nando's.
No, not on. Johnny, what's your favourite? He likes a hot one. Jamie. Hot. I'm a medium. Is it?
Medium. I can do medium.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Because I always go for hot, and then it's too hot, and then I wish I'd got a medium.
Breathe. Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, we should go, shouldn't we? Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, wherever you are. I'll see you again soon. Leann, you'll see everyone back here tomorrow. Take care.